Guys, welcome to another video. Okay, this is this is part 3 of the React.js tutorial I started. Okay, of course I'm not teaching how to code in React. No, I'm teaching how to implement and understand the React.js algorithm. Okay, so I told you guys in the last video, you watched the last video, I said that I was going to create a much more advanced version of what I did there, like a much more advanced version, and we're going to test it out and see how it compares to React. So I just want you guys in the comment section, please, you can drop comments on how you feel about this library. Okay, how you think. Okay, I'm not saying it's like React, but I just want to rate it. Most of you have used React. How do you think it's going to compare to React? Okay, and please don't be a critic, because I know most people want to just criticize. Anyways, but let's just see what we can do here. Okay, so first things first, the Sydney library, I call it Sydney.Js. Okay, and then this is the library. Okay, so I'll probably add a readme and some other things. Okay, so the library has 2 files in it, just two. It's that easy, 2 files. Okay, and each of them actually has a purpose that they serve. Okay, so the first file is it's server.bundle.js. So of course most of you have heard about Webpack. If you use React, you know about the Webpack, which helps you, pack your stuff, pack your files, and I don't know, it's in an orderly format to be rendered on the browser. Okay, so this one actually does something similar to that, but I'm not saying it's probably not like exactly how it works, because I've not actually used React before. Okay, and probably even if I've used it, I might not be able to replicate that exact stuff, because it was developed by a software engineer and I'm not a software engineer. But of course, I have some levels in programming somehow. Okay, but at least I'm not a software engineer, so I might not be able to replicate exactly what they do. Okay, and then this is the actual framework itself. This is the front end framework. This one actually works on the back end, works on the front end. Okay, so both of them are going to work hand in hand to give you a good experience. Right, so I'm going to illustrate how this works. I want to be quick with this video. So let's create so this is the library itself. So we're going to create a new file, first file. Of course, you need a server.js. Okay, so naturally React actually also hosts your program or your website on the server, right? Probably it creates a server for you in some way, which I don't know. Well, the way I designed this one is going to create a server for us. Okay, the first thing, you can create a server.js. You can call it anything actually. So this is for people that don't know anything about backend. This is going to be really easy for you to use. But you don't really have to call it server.js. You can call it anything you want. But okay, I won't call it server.js because it represents the server. So first, we're going to import a function from our server bundle here. Okay, so I'm going to just type in code const. I just call it. We're going to be destructuring some functions from it. Let's see if you know what the structure is. Okay, so we're going to say require. So we're going to require and say we're going to call Sydney lib, and then call in server bundle.js. You can leave like this actually. Okay, so what we're going to need here is initialize web env. Okay, this is the function. So if I console log this function, okay, and then if you come here, we should do Ctrl J here. We just call in node server. We're going to see this is a function actually, an asynchronous function. Okay, that's what we're going to be needing for this, and it's going to be really easy to create a server. So this creates a server for you, very, very easy. All you have to do is just call it initialize web env. Just call the function. That's all you have to do. Of course, it has some optional parameters that you can pass in if you want. Sorry, you can pass in if you want to. Let me show you the parameters. So let's call this like this. So look at all this. These are optional options you can, in case you want to customize your server. But if you don't want to, okay, but maybe I just want to customize it to give it a port. So let's just say a port of 8000. That's why as a port I want my website to host it locally, and then that's all you have to do. That's literally all. You don't have to write any other code. So we just run our server.js, and then it automatically creates some file, like just the same way Webpack does. So I don't know how Webpack works, but it creates some stuff for you and tells you your server is listening at port 8000. Okay, now this is it has already created an environment for us to work with. Okay, and then that environment, you can take this one out, you don't need to do. That environment is this. These are our files. So it creates some files for you. I can just maybe bring all of them for me. Okay, let's just select all of them. We don't actually need the HTML. Styles.js. we don't need CSS at all. So the CSS is just optional for you to use, though it's not compulsory. Okay. Now it creates some. It has created some stuff for you. Let's check out the HTML and see what's actually in the HTML. So this is the HTML file it generated for you. I didn't write any of this. It just automatically generated it for me, right? So it has already added some of my files here that I'll need to work with. I'll need to work with. So I don't need to add anything. I just have to pass this out and work with my JavaScript. So I don't have to look at the HTML at all. I don't have to look at it. I just have to work with what I have here. Okay, and that's really good. All right. So now it has already brought out some import statement I'll be needing. So let's start with component.js. Right. So here I'm just going to do something. Let's just create a very simplified. So we're going to the localhost. Okay. Now we have opened our browser now. Okay. So let's test it. So we're going to go to localhost port 8000. No, that's right. Because we have this, so it has opened the file for us. That's good. So this is our blank project. It has hosted our server for us. Anyways, now let's just create a very simple application. Let's call it sit-down. Let's just call it. So you want to call it a new application, call it like this. Then just say .main, or I usually like saying container. This is what I usually do first. Okay, so here we're going to now say return create elements. So we're going to create a div, and then next we're going to set an attribute style. Okay, so I'm going to create something style component, passing style component dot main. So we're going to create this soon. Alright, so the children I want to just pass in now. Let's just see. I want to create a header. Okay, I'm just going to pass in sit down dot header, pass this one here, and then we'll just pass another like a body. Okay, so then say sit down dot body. So I want to pass in a header and a body. Let's just take this amount of my stuff. Okay, that's good. Now we've done that. Now you see I created the style component here. So for this style component to work, I have to add something else, which is that I'm going to call it set style. Sorry, what am I doing? It's here. I'm calling it set style, which is we're importing it from here. So set style can take an array of styles or just a single style, but I'll just pass them as arrays here. Okay, so it needs a name tag, which we're going to call, in this case, what we set here. That's what we're going to put here. Okay, main, and then the style you want to write. So this just shows a reference, shows you also a reference to whatever we want to. If I said app here, I'll put app here. When I want to use the style, I can use it anywhere I want to use it. Just pass it dot app. It's that easy actually. So the height, I want to set it have a height of 100 pixels. Sorry, 100 VH. Okay, have a width of 100 VW. Sorry, 100 VW, and then have just a background. My typing background of hashtag 17177. Okay. I think that should be all I want to do for now. You just have it like a display of flex, and then let's just see flex direction. Flex direction should be column. I think that should be all. Okay, that's good. I should reload this. That didn't work because we are yet to mount our or yet to mount it. Okay, just call in the mount function. I'm just calling sit-down dot container. Of course, it's going to give us errors. I'll show you why. That's strictly because we'll see some errors because these components that we're using here, yeah, so it's not a function. Okay, so we're yet to define these guys. Okay, so we can do them somewhere else on base.js, but mostly what we should have done is just we should mount this on our base.js. Okay. It's not compulsory, you can do it anywhere you want, but I just want to do it here just to be orderly, for things to be orderly. Okay, so now we're going to now create our just create a reference to this guys dot header. Okay, just create a simple web page, and then we just say return create elements. Just gonna create a div in both cases. So let's just do this same thing and just call our body. Okay, and then we'll reload this. Yeah, here we go. Ta-da! So now we have reloaded rendered. It has rendered this container now. So we just have to pass in some stuff here. So let's create a style for our header. So we'll just say name tag header. Then here we're going to just say style. Style is going to be let's say height of let's just say height. I'm just going to do it anyhow. 200 pixels. Passing a width of 100%, and then just passing a background of just say hashtag FFF. Probably passing a box shadow, and then this box shadow or just passing 00, or just passing say 2 pixels, 5 pixels, hashtag 00. Okay, and then all I have to now do here is down to add in an attribute, passing style. It's gonna say style component dot header. Okay, and that should work, I believe. Yeah, but the height is too big, obviously, so just set it to like 80. Okay, and it's a very bad design. Of course, I didn't plan this design. I'm just doing it anyhow. Okay, or we just set it to 50. We don't do that 80. Or we could just say fit content. I think that'll be okay. We shouldn't sit down because those are in content. Okay, so in content, I'll just want to create. I'll create a CDOM list. So some li tags. Okay. So I'll show you something really good that we can actually do. Return create elements. So we're gonna create li tags and then we should create a URL as well. Okay, yeah, we should create a URL tag. But anyways, thinking about it, let's just use the li just like that. I don't know, let's just use it like that. So now we're going to do something now. This style, let's just leave no passing style here for now. So here, the children, we're going to pass in some text. So the default text is gonna. I'm going to show you something. We can actually reduce components. Okay, so the default text I want to add here is list 1. Let's just pass in list 1. Okay, so of course we've not actually added it. If I reload, I shouldn't see anything. But I want to now add it as a child of our header. Okay, so we just say CDOM list. So pass this here, we should see something inside of here. Good, it's perfect. So now that's good. Now I should pass in another of it. Can't you see? We should see another thing here. Okay, but now here's the best part about this library is that we can actually replace child. Right, we can replace child and say passing say position. I want to replace the child at index 0 with something else. I'll just say element. Just pass in lists 2, and that should update this to list 2. Good. And with that, I don't actually have to call different list tags for this. I can just reuse the same one but just update its content. Okay, so I just Ctrl C this, then we can just pass in list 3 here and list 4. We just have to mark this. Okay, that's good. And next we want to now let's add for our header now. Let's add some. We just say display of what flex, and then we can just say flex direction. Or maybe I can actually reuse. I can reuse this one from our parents. Okay, I can come here to our header. I'll just add a plus here. Instead of calling another one, style component dot main. Okay, but then we're going to pass in a method here. Because if you look at it, if I pass in like this now, it's going to be as large as our screen or whatsoever. It's actually as large as the screen is. Okay. That's because of, and you see the color is actually the same as our parent because it's actually inheriting this style. I'm just adding this style from the parents to it. Okay, but I can actually remove some stylings that I don't want. So I'm going to just say remove. Sorry, passing a method here. Method. So we're going to say the method we want to pass in here is remove method, and then here, just a comma, just passing style. passing an array. So then what we want to now do, because I want to remove yeah, it's good. So we're passing an array. I want to remove the background. I also want to remove the height. I want to remove the width as well. Okay, once I reload that, and you should see it looks like this. That's really good, right? Really good. So now I don't actually want it to be column. I actually want it to be like so it should be in the row, right? That's actually what I want. Okay, so how we can do that is really simple. Now we're just going to come here. Now let's open the side. It looks much more elaborate. So this is one style, and then this is okay, this is one style here. They will now add in another style to it. I can now come and say yes, okay. I can pass in an array of methods actually instead of passing a single method. So we're just passing another method again. And this method is going to be add. Okay, and this add we're going to say style. So this one takes in an object. Okay, so we're going to now say the style I want to pass. Let's just say the flex direction. Just pass it like this, flex direction. So I want to set this one to the row. Once I reload that, you see the next point. So we can just come and say default of our header. You can just say list style, list style type. So that's I should take away this one. Okay, so we can actually now add justify content. Well, I can choose to add it down here as well instead of adding it there. I can just say justify content should be space around. Okay, and then spaces everything around. And this is just a rough I know it's a rough design. I'm just showing you guys how this one can work. Well, okay, we can just probably put a minimum height here. Say minimum height of let's just say 50 pixels. Then we have something like this. Then we can now say here maybe align items here. Set it to the center. Okay, and then that should center everything. And then let's just say we have something like this. Okay, that's good. So we probably now should probably have something else here. Okay, let's now write something for this body. Okay, called body. So we can create a style for it. Style. So pass the style component to body. So all of this we can actually do it in another script. You can break your script down. You can break it down to different scripts. But I just want to do it here. Okay, just to show an illustration. So we can just say name tag. Then I can just say style, and then here I can say have a height 100%, have a width of 100%, have a background. Obviously, let's not give it a background. Well, let me just give it a background now so I can just see how it looks like. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, so this is actually the body now. Just added the body to it. Okay, but let's just take this background to really bad. So then we can now add okay, so now we can add this main and then remove this, the height and background, just to capture only the flex type. Or we can just create a specific style just for flex and name it flex type, and we can add it to each of them. Okay, but let me just add do what I did in this other case here. So they call style components. We're going to now say dot main So we're now passing a method. Say remove method. Okay, so what's happening? So okay, I didn't pass something. So remove method, and then here style, just a simple example, an array which we want to take out the styles we want to remove. We don't want styles that we actually need. Okay, so just pass that here, then like, we might not actually see anything. Okay, then let's pass in a child to it. So we're going to pass in an array. Just pass in, probably I can say create another element, c dom h1. Let's say return, or rather I could just do that inside of here. Let's create elements, just pass in create a h1 element, and just say pass in an empty attribute, and then here I will just say hello. Let's reload this. See hello world statement here. Okay, I can set this one to have a color white in body. Just say color hashtag F. Okay, then it should be white. And then I could just say, okay, since our inherited from here, it has all of this, we can just set it, add some style here to just say we're not going to add this place because we're inheriting it from this guy already. You can just say justify content center, and you can also say align item center, align items center, and that should center our div for us. Let's see text transform capitalize. So this is it, and then we should have this, and I can now say one final thing. Let's just create a font style pass. Okay, so we're going to say name child, call this one font. Okay, so the style is going to be, we're going to say font family should be, let's just say high Java text, and then we're just going to say I think that's just all I want to do. So just add it here. So here we can just say here for h1 style, say style component dot font, and there we go. So let's create a simple illustration of this. So it also has a state where you can actually update, click a function to do some stuff. I don't think I have time to do that in this video, but maybe in another video I'll show how to use the add state and then set state. Okay, so I think that's all for now. Also the dump type. Also please like and subscribe. Please, you guys should leave a comment in comment section below on how you think, what you think about the video. Maybe a comparison if you can rate it with any existing library. Let's just see a rate, because I've not actually used React before, so I don't really know how flexible it is for you guys. But you can just maybe leave a comment on what you think about this. Alright.